Everything you need to get set for investing in the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange this week, straight from the city of Dar es Salaam. Good morning, everyone. This is A Trader DSE Weekly Update. We appreciate your tuning in. We really do. Now let's get straight into it. Let's start with the most liquid shares. Now, these are the shares that were the easiest to buy and sell last week, and they include the following. At number 1, we have CRDB accounting for 74% of the total volume traded for the week. At number 2, we have the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange itself, accounting for 12% of the total volume traded for the week. And finally, at number 3, we have NMB Bank accounting for 11% of the total volume traded for the week. Now, last week, the all-share index closed at 1,890.46 on Friday, which was a 0.16 decrease compared to Monday's 1,893.46. Now, this was mostly attributed by a decrease in the share prices in the bank, finance, and investment sector, which we'll get into shortly. Now, on the winners table of the bank's finance and investment sector, we can see Nickel with the biggest gain of the week, and this could be perhaps due to investor confidence in the company's financial performance, where if you quickly compare 2021 results to those of 2020, its revenue grew by 60% from 3.5 billion to 5.6 billion. Also, we noticed their profit after tax increased by 169% from 1.5 billion to 4.05 billion, while maintaining a profit margin of 71%. Now, considering that its activity lies upon investing in securities, where its main investments are in well-performing banks like CRDB, NMB, as well as the Dar es Salaam Stock Exchange, of which had paid out very large dividends in the first half of the year, then it's likely that this company is going to post higher semi-annual revenues and profits, something of which the investors in the stock market do not want to miss out on. From the losers table, we can see the giants NMB and CRDB with a decline in their share prices, which could be perhaps due to the fact that investors did not want to buy shares at their price at a peak, peak of 3,120 and 400 respectively, as they seem confident that they could get shares at more affordable prices, while investors selling saw that these shares had reached its peak and was the best time to sell, and as a result, the buying side had the bargain as there were less buyers than sellers. And now getting into company news, earlier last week, Tanga Cement had issued a cautionary notice to its shareholders over an acquisition of 68.33% of its shares, which are currently owned by its company, Afrisam, by Tuga Cement's parent company, Heidelberg Cement, whereas that information was disclosed to the public as of October last year, 2021, stating that an update on the acquisition would be notified to the public on the 30th June 2022. Now, considering that no conclusion has been made over this acquisition, since some of the conditions necessary toward allowing this to happen haven't been met yet, another public notice is to be issued at the end of the third quarter of the 2022 financial year. And over here, we see some key conditions that would allow this transaction to take place, which include approval by the Tanzanian Mining Commission for the acquisition being obtained on terms acceptable to the parties. And we'll just leave these other ones on the screen for you guys to be able to read through them. And we also have news from Vodacom Tanzania as they obtain a new finance director. He is named Robin Kimambo, effectively as of 1st July 2022. He joined the company back in 2019, where he is still currently head of the finance operations with an in-depth experience in accounting and financial management.
Alright, let us move on to treasury bond trading, where last week the most traded treasury bonds were the 20 and 25-year treasury bonds offering the old coupon rates, while there was very little activity with the treasury bonds offering the new coupon rates. The reason behind such a difference in investing appetite is because the old treasury bonds have lots more to offer in terms of interest returns in comparison to the new treasury bonds, which is why the old ones have got very high demand. If we look at the 20-year treasury bond with the old coupon rates, we can see that they were traded at premium prices, with the most expensive one being traded at 132.0654, and these prices led to the following yield trend we can see here. If we look at the 25-year treasury bond with the old coupon rates, we can see that they were also traded with premium prices, with the most expensive one being traded at 131 shillings on Friday. And of course, these prices led to the following average yield trend we can see here. Alright, on the 6th of July, there was a treasury bond auction for a 25-year treasury bond offering a coupon rate of 12.56% per annum, and here are the highlights. It was oversubscribed by 78.90 billion Tanzanian shillings, and being oversubscribed means that investors came forth with way more money than the government needed, and this was largely because investors in the DSE prefer to invest in longer-term treasury bonds, which offer higher coupon rates, such as the 20-year treasury bond as well as the 25-year treasury bond. The minimum price to go through was 100 shillings, which is par value, as the government decided to choose auctions which start from 100 shillings to avoid costs in terms of paying the loan back with an additional capital gain. Now, moving on to upcoming treasury bond trading, here is a timetable showing the upcoming auctions that are going to take place in the new government fiscal year 2022-2023. And with that said, thank you for choosing A-Traders, your partner to financial freedom. Don't forget to follow us on our social media platforms to keep you updated. Also, please don't forget to check out our website at www.atrader.co.tz. Have a great week ahead and karibuni sana.